Luka has always been an offensive mastermind, but we've never gotten to see him at the peak of his powers when he is not overweight and is also in his prime. 34 points a game, 8.3 rebounds, 7.2 assists, 3.2 steals in 33 minutes on 46% shooting from the field. Those are the numbers that he is putting up in Eurobasket right now, and he is flat out unguardable for anybody else in this tournament. Versus Italy, he put up 42 and 10 in 33 minutes. Ridiculous. Had 11 of 19 shooting from the field. It took him 19 shots to get to 42 points. The scoring was effortless from every single level. Hand in the face, it doesn't matter. He's going to knock it down and hold that follow through right in your face just to let you know he just knocked it down on you. And then right here, may I have this dance, the step back three. Last year as a Laker, shot 38% from three on 9.6 attempts, which is very solid compared to what he was shooting last year as a Maverick, battling injuries. And then once again, knocking down the three ball, so he sets up the drive, gets right downhill, and finishes with that right hand. The defender thinks he's going to get to that hezzy pull, gives him the hesitation, blow by to the right hand, and he has a little bit more explosiveness to him than what we've seen previously. The hesitation move, again, he's going to get to his spot. This time he's going to get the and one. And he set all this up because he's been hitting these hezzy pulls from beyond the arc. Like right here, hesitation. Defender's worried about the blow-by. Doesn't matter. He's going to step it back and knock it down. And then this time, same thing. Just getting to spots. And, I mean, his touch in the paint is ridiculously good. Maybe the best in the history of the NBA. And then once again, navigating the pick and roll. Look at the touch once again. Just putting it up with one hand. He's just that much better than everybody else on the court right now. Gets to his step back game and knocks it down once again. And then doing a little bit of the dirty work as well. I mean, that's something you don't see from Luka often. The passing, this is ridiculous. There is one singular place that you can fit this ball in, and he does it. Throws it right to where only his guy can catch it, like a quarterback throwing it up in the end zone for a fade route, and his guy goes up and gets it. And then versus Israel, he had yet another dominant performance with 37 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals on 12 of 21 shooting from the field, 4 of 11 from beyond the arc. Another beautiful performance from Luka Doncic, as yet again he shows off that touch, and the fact that he's a 6'6" point guard with some weight on him, so he's not easy to stop when he's obviously got a height and weight mismatch down in the paint, plus that touch, which is, like I said, maybe the best in NBA history. The dimes have been elite as well. Right here, just waiting for the defense to fly by, bounces it right to his post who's rolling to the rim. Show it. Let him see it, and then slip it right between both of them for the easy layup down low. That is textbook stuff right there. And then he's got 2 on him, so he's just going to make the easy pass, drop it off for the 3 ball. And then once again, he's got a Vita on him this time. He's going to kick it to the corner for the 3 ball because number 9 here doesn't go over and help. He sees this, zips a pass right to him, right in the shooting pocket, and just knocks it down. That is such a good pass. Not only because it was the right decision, but also where that pass was located. Once again, he's got 2 on him. The roll man slips it, so he just zips it right in, and he's going to get the easy layup to go after a little ball fake. And then once again, working out of the pick and roll. He is nearly unstoppable in the pick and roll. Just delivers this thing, serves it up on a silver platter for his big man to go up and get it. Now, this was a heck of a finish. Don't get me wrong, but still a fantastic pass. Finding his guy running in transition, knocking it down, and then once again, getting out and running. He looks much faster than he used to be. Now, he definitely is faster in this clip because it's sped up a little bit, but getting the defense and turning it into offense with the easy layup, rip through, step back, knock down. That is filthy work right there in the corner. The jumper is looking good. He's looking healthy. He's looking like he's moving better. We might see a version of Luka Doncic we have never seen before. Watch him split that screen. That was beautiful. Running on the outlet. Actually, I think he just didn't get back in transition that time. But he gets the layup to go, and then coming off the pick and roll, getting to his spot, hitting a step back 3. I mean, it's some of the best basketball I've seen in a while, what Luka Doncic is doing over here in Eurobasket. He looks quicker. He looks sharper. He cuts quicker. Everything is, he's got a little bit more explosiveness about him as well. He's looking different. And while he's not as skinny as he was in his rookie year, he's definitely getting closer to what he was when he took the NBA by storm as a teenager. Remember, when he was a rookie, he had 25 dunks that season. Since then, in the 6 years since, he's only had 45 total dunks, which is ridiculous to think about when you think about his weight going up and all the things that come with that, the injuries compounding. And as a rookie, he averaged 21, 8, and 6 with a steal, shot 43% from the field, 33% from three. And since then, he's never been back to the weight that he was when he first came into the league. You know, you can thank McDonald's for that. You can thank other fast food restaurants for that, because he might be the GOAT if it wasn't for them. But when you go back and look at his rookie year film, he was explosive. He's creating space like we haven't seen in a while. Look at the space created right there. Look at the space created right here. That's kind of like what we're seeing in Eurobasket. Remember, he's been top 5 in MVP voting since his rookie season, and he's been more and more out of shape every single season. He's a 5-time All-NBA first teamer at just 25 years old, and in his rookie year, he even had some clamps. Look at him getting up and getting the rejection right there, going up and swatting LeBron in LA, and even staying with maybe the single greatest isolation basketball player of all time. He had the best defensive rating of his career as a rookie because of how mobile he was. Now, look at this from the playoffs last year. He had less burst. He was stiffer, you know, barely getting off the ground right there for that floater. And then right here, just doesn't get off the ground at all for that layup. The 3-ball was still good, but he had no creation, no space created right there. You see the stats from his rookie year compared to last year where he shot 38% from 3. And then right here, a little bit of space, but not like what we are used to seeing and what we've seen in Eurobasket. Now remember, just 2 years ago, he did average 34, 10, and 9. And he was overweight, which is the craziest part to that because those are video game type numbers. He probably should have won the MVP if his team was a little bit better. And now they've got a reworked squad with Marcus Smart in the backcourt to help with defense. Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton, and LeBron rounding out that starting 5. Then you got Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, Jack LaRavia, Jared Vanderbilt, and Jackson Hayes coming off of that bench unit. You got Marcus Smart, who will be 31 years old after this season, or going into this season, averaging 14.5 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 2.1 steals last year. Shot 43% from the field and 31% from beyond the arc. Then you take a look at DeAndre Ayton, who's coming over from Portland, where he averaged about 14.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and a block in 30 minutes a night. Shot 57% from the field and 40 games played, And then finally, you also have Jake LaRavia, who they have coming in to play off the bench. Now, I don't know if this team is going to be a playoff team in the Western Conference, but I do know Luka Doncic is going to be scary good next season. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.